I need to expand this bedroom here, but as you can see here, I can't really expand it this way because this is basically bedrock. You can't mine through it. Let's actually, I'm not going to do that. Let me just expand it this way rather, like so. And let's just set a dig order that way. Now I'm also going to increase the speed because I think they're going way too slow. So we'll see how our food situation will turn out eventually, and yeah, it'll take a while for them to actually be able to mine everything. But as soon as you have more dwarves, it'll go quicker, and you don't really have to worry too much about, well, having enough dwarves. Now, you may have noticed if you're astute that there is a stone in the middle of all this. This is a fertilization stone. Without it, you cannot grow anything underground, and it has to be placed on one of these fertile soils. So, that's also one thing. Alright, let's just keep digging. Let's just expand everything here and see how far we can get. Alright, this guy, you may notice also these question marks. This is basically rooms that I haven't explored yet. But what we want to do before we start exploring that is actually making somewhere for our warriors to train. So we go under here and find some dummies. Scarecrow dummies? I can probably make them. Yes, I can. These are banners, well, guard posts, where you can have your warriors rally, basically. And when you rally them, they go there and they stay there until you tell them to do something else. Alright, so our craft dwarf is currently going around building. But just built scarecrow dummies. Right, I want to. There aren't too on some maps in this. You may have some lack of fertile soil. It's not all that rare. It's just you sometimes have to dig through it because you can dig down and up and all that. You can see down here or here. There's a. There are question marks far underground. They're probably like 4 or 5 levels down. So we'll eventually get to that. Now our warriors have been training a bit, so they will get XP for every time they strike one of these dummies. Okay, it's about time we started getting a researcher. We do that by building a research table. We're going to build it right there. And we are also going to make one of these dwarflings into a scholar. But you may notice we don't have tourmaline, or however you say that. So I noticed earlier that there is some under the throne, so let's just move that for now. And let us dig down. Go, 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 my dwarves. I need you to dig whenever you decide to do it. Dwarves? We seem to have reached the maximum capacity for resource. Well, yeah, we have. We have got 750 gold. Which means we will have to make a couple of chests. So let's do that. We usually need wood. So let us make some of that. It's actually better to make these, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I think so. So let's just have him build that. It's actually wasting gold. Come on then. I know you can do it. And there. Now we should have more room. We have 850 as our maximum capacity now. It's not all that much, but at least it's something. These cupboards can also contain, well, stuff. Like, they also increase the maximum storage capacity. But they do cost a bit, so I'm not going to do that straight away. Eventually I am. Right, this is tourmaline, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, so you may notice our dwarf is currently stuck down there. And we don't want him to be stuck, so what we want to do first is take one more. Oh, this is iron, okay. That's interesting. But what we want to do is make a staircase. That way. You can also make ladders, but I like using stairs. It looks better, in my opinion. What's this? Dwarfling status. These people that don't have anything to do. I don't know. I don't really care either. So that was iron. We don't have thermal iron yet. So let us buy some. It costs 100 every time. So I want to buy exactly the amount I need, which is 50, like so. Then we choose one of our dwarvelings. We only have level 3 ones, so let's make him into a scholar. There we go. Now we should be able to start researching. And basically how researching works is they do the research and then I get points which I spend. I don't press there and, for example, tell them they will research that. I could keep like 100 research points, just place them whenever I need it. But I like to do it on a basis, whenever I get it, I'll do it. So that's how I am gonna do it from now on. Let's make some of these beds that are from the main quest. We are gonna make stone beds and we are gonna place them like so. We're gonna make 4 because why not? Our craft dwarf needs to level up. Yeah. Beardless? That's not good. He does seem to have a beard. Okay. It's probably his name. I don't know why his name is that, but it is. Okay, so we did our quest. We're still gathering food, which is good. But we're not gathering it fast enough, so we need another worker. Let's get that. Was it worker? I think it's worker, yeah. This is crafter. Right, so now we have a research point by this little sound you had. So, what are we gonna do? We are probably going to do research focus. Like so. And we did our quest, unlock first tech. What we need, though, is to unlock traps, which is engineering under tier 2. And we also need to do military specialization. So currently we need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. For tier 2 you need to spend 2 research points. Right. Running shoes is also very good to have. Also growth hormones, which I'm going to do next, because that means our researcher will level up faster. And that means he's going to research a lot faster as well. And all my dwarves will level faster, which means they will get better at whatever they're doing. But let's make more dummies because, well, I need to have them level up. It's very crucial. Well, not in the early missions, but in later missions it's very crucial to have leveled up dwarves. Okay. Now, let us go check out this. Oops. And our dwarves will keep digging until they reach their location. And as soon as they are there, I'm probably going to pause and show you how this teleport thing works. I wish I had my prince fighter as well, but because he's a very good fighter early on, if you're having trouble with creatures in the beginning, it's usually just good to have the prince do it for you. Ooh, and now we're here. As you can see, there's sort of an aura here, which isn't good for us because that means we can't teleport our dwarves over into this area because it's sort of a teleport block. It's called a teleport disruptor. So, but there is a rally point here. So let's have our 2 dwarves go there. I don't think there are any creatures here though, so we don't have to worry too much about that. But there is other stuff here, which we can sell. Yeah. It's really good to sell them because you don't really need it. I usually just sell it. And there's a ladder there, which is good. Okay, so what do I do now? I sell that as well. I don't remember how to get down. Oh, get this area unlocked. I think it's interaction. Or possibly I need to do the quests first. So let's just keep doing what we're doing. So what we need to do is find a cheap decoration and start placing that around. Oh, there's a decoration there. Does this count as decoration? I wonder. I don't think so. Oh, it does count as decoration, so it's really easy to get. Right, let's just place a bunch of floors. Like so. There you go. Now we just need to wait for... Oh, I forgot. This tells how many workers you can have at one time working on this. Dwarves here. Now, this is how you get workers to... Well, get more than one worker to work on your farm. Yeah, I have 2. I want 2 because I have 2. Right, so now we just need to wait for them to continue doing their food and such. And I noticed we have another research point, so let us place that into the growth hormones. Ugh. We need to assign 3 warriors. Come on. Assign 3 warriors. Okay, so let's make this guy into a military dwarf. And let's see if that's what I need to do. Now that you have a working settlement, I guess I could give you a hint. Do you know your... Yeah, I know about my spawning pool, don't worry. Right, so we need to wait for the other warriors to get over, but I could just pause the game and basically teleport them. The teleportation disruption doesn't stretch all the way here, so let's just place these 2 there. Basically what you do is you click on it and you left click on the dwarves and right click to teleport them there. So we have 3 dwarves here, but yeah, okay, there we go. There, now they will guard this position. I expect nothing less than greatness, and so on. Okay, so now we need to build 2 beds and 1 table. Over here, I think it is. So let us build 2 beds. Like so, and so. And a table for them to eat at. Dining harvest table. It's small, which means there are not many dwarves can eat at it, but what I want is just a small one because I don't need a big one. We'll just place it there. Now we just need to wait for our crafts dwarf to go and build them. Shouldn't take them too long. They are fairly basic buildings, or fairly basic constructions, so he should be able to build it fairly quickly. I'm also running low on food, which isn't good, so I may need to do something about that soon. But this is one of the first tutorial missions, so I should be able to finish it fairly quickly. Table built, now the dwarves will be able to eat from it, and so on. Now construct the last bed and I'll be good. Not quite yet. We need to wait. He has to sleep. You can see there are 3 bars there which tell energy, hunger and experience. Yeah. Fairly simple. Anyone who's played the game should know that. Okay, so now we need to find a treasure chamber. This was opened, and that means the dwarves can go down there and destroy it, which they did promptly. And yeah, let me just try and finish these here, which means our dwarf has to research until he's done. So I'm gonna do that, and I will be back whenever he's finished.